Manchester is an industrial subdivision in southeast Calgary located about 3 kilometers from the central business district. Manchester United comprises Manchester, a small centrally located residential district, and Manchester Industrial, which accounts for most of the land area. Together, Manchester United is about the same area as downtown and the Beltline combined. Manchester lies along the south leg of Calgary's light rail transit LRT line and contains 2 stations at 39th Avenue and 61st Avenue, although a lack of nearby residential density limits their effectiveness. Chinook Shopping Centre, abutting Manchester on the southwest, established in 1961, is today one of the largest and most successful indoor shopping malls in Canada. Both working-class and high-end residential neighborhoods are located west of McLeod Trail. Although originally intended as a site for heavy industry, little manufacturing now takes place in the district, with land uses chiefly devoted to logistics, warehousing and distribution, commercial, industrial, and wholesale retailing, specialty auto and truck servicing, home renovation supply and services, and big box consumer retail operations. Manchester is characterized by low-density land uses and has low average floor area ratios. Approximately 60% of the land surface is devoted to roads and parking. The history of Manchester has been shaped by the history of the city. Calgary is a young city, first settled in 1875 following its choice by the Canadian Pacific Railway as a hub along the new National Railway line. Calgary incorporated as a town in 1884 with a population of 506, and as a city in 1894 when the population reached 10,000. Following 2 decades of furious growth, spurred by large European migration, by 1912 the population had risen to 55,000. It was in this development frenzy that politicians and business booster, eager to promote economic development, commissioned the Manchester Industrial District, naming it in honor of the great British industrial metropolis, with the hopes of repeating its magnificent economic success. The City of Calgary was the primary promoter of the neighborhood and offered sweetheart deals in the way of tax abatements or breaks on utilities, which it promised to provide at cost if firms would build within the year. By 1913, comfortable in the belief that land prices could rise indefinitely, the city had surveyed, subdivided, and sold industrial and residential lots in immediate anticipation of land needs for 100,000 people anticipated to arrive by 1915, but it was not meant to be. The boom went bust in the prelude to the First World War, and land subdivided in the run-up, including much of Manchester, were not fully built out for almost half a century. Calgary's population did not reach 100,000 until 1945. But things changed forever when on February 13, 1947, a major discovery of oil at Leduc, near the provincial capital of Edmonton, was made by Imperial Oil Limited. Coming at a time when the world economy was already on a major upward thrust following the war, the discovery stimulated billions of dollars of investment and caused a major uptake in urban growth in Alberta. Within 10 years, the population of Calgary doubled as the resource proved abundant. New demand for residential and industrial lands finally led to the growth city fathers and boosters had dreamt about in 1912. Despite the Manchester tram being decommissioned in 1947, a vibrant, blue-collar, residential neighborhood expanded rapidly in the new rush. In 1956, an elementary school was opened, with the residential population peaking by 800 in 1968. By 1973, Manchester had mostly reached its current form, with many of the buildings and land uses today reflecting that era of Calgary's history.